everybody? How's it going? Welcome to another episode of I Am Kenny Biddle. I am still that guy, Kenny Biddle. This time around, we are going back to Selma Mansion. That's right. We went there about 3 years ago, and I did an entire show investigating the place. We were on site. It was the first time I went to a location and filmed there. It was cold. I was freezing. I was there by myself, which wasn't scary because I don't think it's haunted. But it was still a cool experience. I actually investigated some claims, and we gave you, me and the people that I worked with behind the scenes, gave you alternate explanations that were very logical and very plausible. And it was a great investigation. I loved it. No ghost, though. This time around, this whole video idea, investigation idea, came about because I met a friend of mine, Bill Freeman. Really nice guy. We met at a paranormal conference, and then we realized that we only live about 10 minutes from each other. And there's a local ice cream shop that we both frequent. So we met up there one night, and we're chatting. He's telling me about his experiences because he's definitely on the other end of the spectrum. I am on the skeptical and science side, and he is more on the other side where what he claims that he does is he deals with demons and stuff like that. He doesn't call himself a demonologist, I don't think, but he deals with that kind of stuff, evil and darkness and bad stuff, stuff that makes you pee your pants. But he could tell, it was obvious because I was kind of smirking like this. But we were talking more and more, and he was telling me about this place, and he said, if you only come out here, there's been so many experiences. I guarantee, you'll see it, you'll believe, and this and that. And then when I asked what it was, he said Selma Mansion. So Selma Mansion is in Norristown, PA. We decided to set a date and go out. I said, I want to see it. Show me. I'm always up for a challenge like this, so show me. And that's what we did. We set a date. We go out there, and we go through the entire place. Now, I want you to understand, this is not a debunking video. This is not a I told you so. This is I got you, haha. Your stories are stupid and shit like that. This is not that kind of video. Basically, it's two guys on either side, again, of the spectrum, that go in. One thinks that the place is haunted, the other doesn't. And we go in together and we have conversation. We have good conversation, and I offer alternate ideas, explanations for some of the experiences that he has. Some of them he accepts, he considers it, he accepts it. Some of them he doesn't. But a little bit is better than nothing. So we continue to talk, we continue to work on different things and discuss the different things. So I'm happy. It was a nice, friendly, polite, professional conversation, which is good. Which I try to promote. Although I badmouth some people, stolen valor. Most of the time, if you can get along with people and have a friendly conversation, it's so much better. It works out so much better because everybody benefits. Everybody learns everything. Everybody learns something. So it's a good way to go. Anyway, I'm rambling on. So, what else is there? The first part of this, I wrote notes. The first 15 minutes is a walkthrough. If you've never been to Selma Mansion, this is kind of a familiarize yourself with it. I don't put any history in this one. Go look through the videos about 3 years ago. There's videos that tell the history and what happened, who lived there, and all that stuff. But this is basically a walkthrough. I go through the basement, main floor, second floor, third floor, show you all the rooms. I talk about improvements that have been made, windows that have been replaced, that before, when they weren't replaced, they were causing problems that could have been considered paranormal, stuff like that. What else? Then I meet up with Bill about 15 minutes in, and he goes through his experiences. I ask a lot of questions. I give different ideas, and we go back and forth. And that's it. So when it comes down to it, it's just two guys having a conversation. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you get something out of it and see that, even though we have this skeptic guy and then almost a total believer, which Bill pretty much. I mean, at one point he does say that when push comes to shove, he usually goes with the paranormal explanation rather than a more, I guess, skeptical explanation. So it's just two guys on either end getting together, having a friendly conversation. I know I've said that probably like 6 times already. So I'm going to shut up and play the video. I'm not really going to shut up because as soon as the video starts, I'm talking again. So, joke's on you. So there you go. I hope you enjoy it. Bye. What's up, guys? I am here at Selma Mansion in Norristown, Pennsylvania. And I'm waiting on my buddy, Bill, to let me in because he says the place is haunted and has a lot of activity. I don't think so, but you know what? We're here to find out. We're here to see what's going on. He's gonna take me through, I guess, do whatever he does, and we'll see if there's any activity, or anything spooky or ghost-like. And I'll apply my powers of skepticism and see what I can find. All right? So, yeah, let's go inside. Let's take a look around. There's some outside things that I see already. We still have holes in the front here. The window is open. I think that's the bathroom on the 2nd floor. Opened by a screen holding the window open. They look intact. That looks intact. That looks intact. Still have some issues around the windows. Cracks.
No, come here. Dad.
These windows look replaced. Front door looks fine. No entry. Side here. This looks pretty good over here. Looks like we got definitely a gap there where the window doesn't shut all the way. I'll have to check that from the inside. No issues with those windows. Looks good. Sun here. This is the back of the house. That window's okay. That's okay. Looks definitely replaced some windows. That's good. Nice to see. That window last time I was here was almost completely broken out. It was covered by trash bags. And you look at the Selma Mansion walkthrough. You can see what that looked like, that used to look like. These windows are okay. Not bad at all. It's good to see that improvements are being made to the place. All the money that they're taking in from the ghost hunts and the tours and stuff, it's actually being good, or being put to good use. That's good. It's good to see. This is the side of the house that faces the parking lot. The window is closed up, so I don't know what that looks like. I'll have to check that from the inside. That window looks good. That window has some issues. Yeah, it looks like it's broken out there and taped up so it doesn't get any worse. That might have something in it too. I'm not sure. Can't tell from here. That window looks good. That window looks good. That window looks good. That still looks like there is no glass there. That looks like just a screen. So you still have that issue of interior, exterior air pressure changes, which could easily account for any doors closing, especially the bathroom door, which is the reason that I came out here a while ago, a couple years ago, for the Ghost Detective show that had the video of the door closing by itself. Selma Mansion, second floor. Nice gap. Spider. Nope, I think I'll hold it. So these windows they're cracked. There's no holes. It's just cracked. And that's cracked too. Looks like the tape is trying to keep it from cracking more, but it's not working. Alright. Fingerprints. Looks like somebody was painting. Should take note of that, because I can see somebody taking pictures in here and thinking they got some kind of a ghostly figure in the window. Ooh, stairs. They go up to the third floor. Which, incidentally, the third floor is where the bathroom with the closing door by itself is. Earlier in the video, actually, from the outside, I said the second floor window that was open with the screen in it was probably the bathroom, and I think I mentioned that was the one that closed by itself, and it wasn't. I made a mistake. This was the room that had the broken window. I believe it was that one. Had trash bags covering it, big board in front of it to hold down, but it looks nice. Looks very nice. And did a good job. Oh, these are new frames. That's nice. Very cool. This is not a new frame. Do not enter without tour guide. I'm giving myself a tour. It's a self-guided tour. Therefore, I think it's okay. Oh, and by the way, yes, I do look funny. This band actually goes to a GoPro video that I have so that I can see things that are going on behind me. Well, later on I'll see them, but just in case something falls or, I've been trying to do this more often in case somebody decides to throw something, or knock something over or make a noise and they think nobody's watching. Now I can watch. Check out the distortions in these windows. This one looks good. I wonder why that's there. Here's the famous bathroom. We'll get that out in a minute. Hopefully the camera's picking up the noise. You can totally hear the street noise. Oh, we could hear that kid playing basketball. Here's some of them gaps that I'm talking about. Here's the stairs that we saw down on the second floor. And here's the bathroom. Door. Oh, the very light door with a broken window now. That's not good. Who did that? There's the super secret creepy room people can hide in. Wait till you're in the bath and scare the shit out of you. Alright, let's go see what's in the basement. Ooh, dark. Good thing I got a light. Got your head. Check for monsters under the stairs. Nope, nothing. Oh, that's interesting. Ooh, this is a good video lesson for people using lights and or IR lights when they're using night vision. You see how it's, let's see, it lights up the room like that, that's fine. Lights up the room like that, that's fine. But when you get close to objects, you notice that the brightness in the center is where the light is focused, and it washes out your details, which is a no-no. Turn it down a little bit. Well, that's open to the outside. There's a screen there, but there is no glass, there's no window. You can see the leaves coming in. The vines are growing in here. There's a big source of air pressure. You feel it coming in. Same thing. This is open. Just a screen. Just a screen. Getting cobwebs all on my hair. Let's go see if Bill's upstairs. There's Bill.
How you doing, Ken?
How are you?
Pretty good. And they never pass the floor. I mean, they're supposed to pass the floor up. because I had water lines in here that I had to fix, and all over here, tie all new lines in over here. I didn't never patch the floor. But when I was working in here, on the 3rd floor, you know, when you even talked about the door slamming.
Right.
Now, I could agree that one time, maybe there could have been some kind of air force or whatever it was, one time thing like that, they could turn around and slam the door. The second time, maybe a little coincidental. The third time on command, bada boom. Then I gotta start thinking it's a little bit more than the wind turbulence that's setting the doors. Then we went down the basement. Steve shows up. This was about an hour and a half later. We're down the basement and I'm running lines to the, well, first, when I was here, I turned around and said, do you want me to stop working here? And that's the third time the door slammed upstairs. I said, okay. I went outside. The time Steve was involved. So we go downstairs, me and him started talking about hooking up the kitchen. So we go downstairs and I'm walking through the kitchen. Now, I want you to understand that every time Steve ever walked in this building, he shuts the front door and locks the front door. We're down in the basement and I was telling him about the door slam. He said, ain't no way possible. As soon as those words came out of his mouth, ba-boom, the door slammed again. He looked at me and I said, I told you. He took off up the steps and could not find a door, any one of the doors that would have slammed. So, you know, could it be a scientific explanation to it? Maybe. Is it more my belief of the paranormal? To me it is, because like I said, when I was here, it did it on command. So that's how it goes.
Well, I guess the issues I have is that you're saying it happened on command, but it didn't.
Well, it did.
You didn't.
The first 2 times it did. The third time is when I turned around, when I was working over here, I said, do you want me to stop? And that's the third time the door slammed.
Okay, so that, I don't consider that on command. That there's no difference between that and a coincidence, between 2 things happening at the same time.
And, you know, we can agree to disagree. I'll be honest with you. You know,
I mean, it's if I'm up in the bathroom and I flush the toilet and the doorbell rings, does that mean?
Well, no,
when I
that's
flush-
completely different.
That's the same. We're same circumstances.
No, you're comparing peaches with apples now. Because if you're sitting on the
Comparing
toilet and
what?
you go to the bathroom, peaches with apples.
I've never heard that one.
Oh, okay. Well, there you
Apples
go.
to oranges? Yeah,
Well,
peaches
yeah,
to apples?
Peaches to apples.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Whatever you like, you know?
You got the gist of it.
There you go.
Okay, you're sitting on the toilet and your doorbell rings, right?
Well, I flushed the toilet.
You flush the toilet and the
Doorbell
doorbell rings. Obviously, there's somebody at the door that's ringing the doorbell.
Right.
Okay? What I'm saying in here was, when I turned around and said, do you want me to stop? I'm the only one in this building.
Okay.
Me. The door didn't slam downstairs, where somebody could have came in. It slammed from upstairs.
Okay.
Okay? So, is it coincidental? Again, I guess it's up to perception. You know what I mean? I would turn around and say, because of the way I've said it, and from other things, other experiences that I had in here, from me turning around and saying that and the door slams, and then I leave and come down and it stopped. Then again, when somebody else comes in, we were talking about it, and as we were talking about it, the door slammed again. That's 4 times in a matter of, I don't know, 2 hours.
You see, you're not directly, you asked one question, okay?
Right.
If you want me to leave, do it again.
And it did.
Yes, but that doesn't mean it was a response to your question. Because if it was already happening, it happened twice already,
Right.
and then it happened again a 4th time,
A 4th time is
Without
when
you
we were
asking.
talking about it, when we were talking about it.
so that's telling you that there's a pattern. And I mean, just sitting here, talking to you right now, I'm watching the shade behind you
Right.
go up and down, up and
Right.
down.
Right.
There's obviously air pressure differences in here,
Right.
which will cause a door upstairs to open and close. If it's closed over enough, it will close, it will open back up.
But this is not, it's not like we take this door, right, let's experiment. I'm gonna do this. Okay?
Okay?
That is where the door would sound if there was some kind of wind pressure. The sound that I'm turning around talking about on the door up top, I'm gonna do it again for you.
Okay.
Okay? That loud.
That would have been funny if you were locked in there.
That
But-
loud.
Okay.
That loud. So, now, as far as that door slammed that time, Now, when I slammed it, it was locked. It's locked. It shut itself and locked it. So, from what you're saying, I should be able to go upstairs and see which door it happened, because the door would be shut.
That's not what I'm saying, because I've seen it before. The video that I actually came here years ago to debunk,
Right.
to explain, to figure out, was exactly that case. The door closed. It hit with some force, but then it opened back up because of pressure. It was air pressure in the house. It will do that. I've had that in my house. Every house I've lived in, it's happened. Where an upstairs door, a bedroom door, or a bathroom door will slam.
Right.
And if it doesn't stick, if it doesn't latch, it'll open back up.
Okay. No,
So
okay.
that's, I mean, when you want to talk about responding on command, to me, that means you would say, all right, you ready? I want you to slam the door in 3, 2, 1,
Slam.
bam. Okay, thank you. We're going to do it again. Reset. I'll give you 10 seconds. Okay, slam the door, 3, 2, 1, slam.
Okay, and I can agree with that.
That would be on command. But even if you're talking about something and it happens when you're talking about it, that's not a direct response. It's something that happened while you were talking about something.
And again, to come into interpretation of who it is and what was going on.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm not saying that everything that goes on is paranormal. You know what I mean? I'm a
Okay.
lot like you. I'm more skeptical than I am. Something that had to turn around and happen. I'll say that the coincidental factors of what happened that day when I was in here will lead me more to believe it was something that was paranormal, that it was of an air pressure type of thing over to
Okay.
Okay? So we can agree with that, right?
Do I agree with what? That your
Now, we can
interpretation?
agree to,
That would be your interpretation.
in my interpretation.
I would state that it's probably because you have that preconceived belief, and that you tend to associate that stuff that you can't explain with paranormal.
Not all the time.
Not all the time.
Not all the time. And you know, and I can't, you know, I mean, I would much rather disapprove than approve on something into it. You know, obviously, you know, my background, you know, battling entities, that I will try to find another way of going about it, you know, looking at stuff and see what's put onto it, a natural phenomenon or a man-given phenomenon. But there's some things that just happen that we don't have an explanation for. I don't have an answer for it, which would kind of lead me more towards the paranormal side of
Okay.
things. All right. So take care of the doors. Let's take a walk down the basement.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Why, we can walk down. Let me ask you a question. Why, if you can't figure out something, if you don't have an explanation for something, why would you go to explaining it as paranormal
I don't
rather
know
than...
all the time.
Well, I mean, based on what you just said, you said you tend to go with it being paranormal.
You know, for Selma Mansion, yes, because there's other things that's happening here. And that's the reason why I would turn around and say here, I would feel it would be more paranormal than it would have been something else onto it.
Okay.
Because like I said, there's been other experiences that I've had in this house that there's no explanation for. You know, and
Well, that you know of.
that I know of.
See,
Yeah.
I always take issue that, I mean, not like I don't get pissed off, but when people say there's stuff that happens that there is no explanation for. To me, that sounds like, well, you don't have an explanation for it. That doesn't mean somebody else does.
Well, correct.
Or doesn't. So,
Correct. Yeah, I mean, and we've had this discussion too.
Yeah.
We've had our
Over ice cream.
agreements of, yeah, over ice cream, had our issues to agree and to disagree, you know, which is fine.
I should have brought a tripod so I could get in the shot too. All right.
I don't have a tripod with me.
That's all right.
Okay, well, let's go outside. I want to have a cigarette. All right?
All right.
Mind?
Cigarette
Take a
time.
break?
Take a break.
Better put looks in there.
Awesome.
Okay, this is the room. there's a bridge. This thing here
Yeah.
lays across.
Okay.
Right, good when this thing floods out. Back here is another one now. But they had the fence posts. Put up here, you know, those green ones that you use for putting like the orange fences up around here?
Like 4x4s or?
No, those metal ones. The ones that,
Okay.
like little hooks just drum in the ground, then you stretch like the orange netting around it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Like the
Yeah.
construction thing.
Yeah.
They were here. I was back here working, tying in the plumbing. They went across here, went over to here, tied that in. Coming back. Okay. Coming back, walking over here, I got right to here. And that's when one of those posts came from over there. And hit
Okay.
me square in the middle of my back right here.
So they were leaning up in the
They're
corner,
leaning up right here. Right against this wall.
right against the wall,
Yep.
and one hit you when you.
Flew, hit me, I was right here.
Yeah.
Hit me square in the middle of my back, and then pushed me off the bridge.
So it hit you with enough. Well, you were walking, right?
Well, it hit me with enough force that it
Yeah.
bruised my back.
Okay.
I mean, it left the indentation, you know how they like that. It
Okay.
almost looked like a V.
Okay.
And it left an indent in my back. There is pictures of that somewhere. Yeah, put all this in. Alright. There's a safe. Now, this is where things got interesting. Let me take it all. Alright. Right over here is the main water coming in. And that whole mess of Stropson right there, I put in pretty much from when that raft comes down over Culverson down. I put that in. Now, right above us is the, they call it the piano room.
Yes.
So I'm over there working, tying that in. Nail on the ground over there. And then you hear, boom! There was enough force that it knocked some of the flaking down. Fell down on top of me. Then I didn't think nothing about it, just kept right on working. Then, a couple minutes later, boom! Happened again. I'm like, this is interesting. And this is like my first time being inside this house by myself. You know? And then one of the people that used to be involved with this, he came in. And he walks down, I'm getting ready to finish tying it in, getting ready to turn the water on to find out what the leaks are at. And Steve's right here, and I'm over there, turning the water back on. It happened again. So Steve turned around and says, what the hell was that? I said, I don't know, but it happened 3 times. That's the 3rd time it happened. He says, yeah? I said, yeah. So he takes off up the steps and goes up into that room. And there's nobody in the house. It's me and him in the house. And I was in here by myself.
Okay.
All right, so was there any kind of explanation for it? I don't have one. You know, so that's one of the incidents that happened here.
So before we go on, it happened. It was really loud,
It was very loud.
and it shook. It shook the floor.
It hit enough on that floor, like somebody jumped, like you take a guy my size, would jump up in the air or jump off a ladder and hit the
Came
floor.
down. Okay.
That's how loud it was.
And you were here by yourself?
I was here by myself, and then it happened twice when I was here by myself, and then one time when Steve was here.
So why didn't you go up and look the first time if you were here by yourself?
Because I was too into my work.
Okay.
You know what I mean? When I was committed into that, it's not something I could just turn around and walk away from.
Okay.
I mean, I was too committed into that. I told, like I said, when Steve got here, then he ran up. But, yeah. But that was pretty interesting. Another thing that happened when we had the water on. Now, there's pitcocks that are on where you see where this water meter is. Water meter's right here. In the front of this, it's called double check valve backflow preventer. And these things right here, they're like bleeders and things like that for you to do tests and things like that onto it. To open them up, you need a screwdriver. and I had a toolbox right here and a screwdriver. Now, when I turned the water back on, we were tracing, obviously find some water leaks. Go up in the bathroom, find a couple leaks up there, we come back down. This pickaxe was fully opened and a screwdriver laying over there. And water just shooting out. And again, there is no explanation because there's nobody inside the house. Me and Steve were upstairs. And it wasn't leaking and it wasn't blowing when we left. My screwdriver was laying over there. Everything was inside the toolbox. So that's another experience that I had, personally had in here.
What did you have to do to fix it?
I had to tighten up the,
Just tighten it up.
tighten it back up again and, let it go with that. Turn the water back off and it started fixing the leaks. Like I said, there's been a few experiences I had in this place. And that's the reason why you and me are here.
Right.
Hopefully something will
Happen.
happen while we're here. But, I mean, obviously there's a lot of claims in here, and just,
Right.
a lot of them I take with a grain of salt, but there's other ones that, I'll listen to, especially when they come into experiences like I had. You're the first real person that I've ever really sat down and talked to about most of this stuff.
Awesome.
Not a whole lot's changed in here since last time I was in here, which has been a couple of years. Yeah, we won't get into all the claims about the place, about the man hiding underneath the steps and Mrs. Forte upstairs and the kids.
Yeah.
I've never experienced that stuff. The stuff that we've talked about already is things that I've experienced.
Right. And that's all that right now I care about. Because if we get into other people's stories, then it's just we're
That's
getting.
hearsay,
Yeah.
he said, she said, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unless you experience for yourself, then,
Yeah. I'd rather deal with first-person accounts if I have to deal with anecdotes.
No, I think that's the reason why you and me hit it off. You know what I mean? That's why we're sitting here. I'd really like to see this place completely restored.
It would be
An
nice.
awesome building.
Yeah. The rooms are beautiful. They're nice and big.
The house is laid out incredible,
Yeah.
you know.
I like it that it's on a little hill. It's beautiful.
But, that's the Selma Mansion, right? Just the ground that goes right around the mansion is the only thing that belongs to the mansion. The parking lot doesn't belong to the mansion. That hill out front doesn't belong to the mansion.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It belongs to the apartment?
The parking lot belongs to the apartment building, and the hill belongs to them.
Wow.
They own where the two garages are at, and where we have that bush on the outside corner,
Right.
down to, I don't know, maybe 10 feet off the front of the building, and across. Down to the parking lot and across. That's all Selma Mansion owns. What the hell was that?
It's outside. That noise? Yeah, that was outside. So has it always been when you were working in here that things have
Every time I've
happened?
been working there.
Have you ever been here for like an investigation?
Yeah, a couple of times. When I first got involved with Selma Mansion, I was here for a couple of times.
Okay.
Did anything really happen? Ken, you and me talked about that before. I don't like doing group hunts.
Right.
And I don't like doing big public group hunts because there's too much contamination. It's just way too much contamination on anything, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it.
Right.
The only thing I can say is one of the first times I was here, went up in the attic and did see an apparition up in the attic. Guy back in period time, dressed, white shirt, black pants, beard. Caught it for, I don't know, maybe 3 seconds and disappeared. I did have a photo of the figure up by the chimney up there. but unfortunately, the computer updated to Windows 10. All my files are gone. Every single one of them are gone.
Did you completely wipe out? You
I
completely
didn't do
reformatted
anything.
everything?
I didn't do anything.
Because it shouldn't have done that. It should have saved everything.
No, it says it saved everything. And I started going back through it, and there's nothing there. I talked to my
Sucks.
computer guru.
Yeah.
I said, bring me back to Windows 7. He says, I can't, Bill. I said, so you're telling me he went through the computer for a couple of hours. Says, Bill, I can't find any of these files. So, yeah,
Is it on a desktop or a laptop?
laptop.
Next time we get together for something, bring it out. And
Alright.
if you want, I'll take a look at it. Because I've saved all my computers.
Yeah, well,
Dozens of times.
This thing turned around and updated and said, just files are saved and
Yeah.
nothing. All my sound bites.
So
You know,
what?
we talked about,
Yeah.
over at Burlington County Prison.
Mhm.
I got 2 really good EVPs in that place that I said I want to let you listen to.
Right.
And they're gone.
That sucks.
They're gone. So what question did you want to ask me?
You said you had a picture of an apparition here. Is that what you said?
Yeah, but again,
What-
I got wiped out.
Right.
And the computer
What
got
was?
wiped out.
Where was it? What was it of?
It's all the way up in the attic. It was up where the chimney is up in the top.
Okay.
It's like I said, it was a man dressed in garb, dressed in period garb with a white shirt, black pants, and a beard. Just so happened to put the camera up, started flashing when I went up, and he was crouched down up there. That's always one of the things where you see it, then you blink and it's gone. But I did catch it on a camera strap.
So you have the description. What was it? Black pants.
Black pants, white shirt, and a beard, black beard.
Okay.
I couldn't
What was-
make any more facial expressions on it to it.
When you say period dress, I mean, I want to clarify more because black pants, white shirt is something that we wear now. So
Yeah.
what was period about it?
Like, how they used to wear like the ruffled type shirts.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And the pants weren't really pleated. They're more baggyish,
Okay.
like it would have been in the 1800s.
Okay.
I mean, they weren't tailored,
More
Shirt
common,
wasn't tailored. and the
common
pants
folk, common clothes, or I mean, are these
were-
Sunday
maybe
best?
a little bit upper echelon.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They weren't burlap,
Okay.
you know?
And you had a picture of it?
Yeah, hopefully, well, like you said, if you could go through the computer and hopefully find these files, the sound bites. I mean, there's a couple of really good pictures that I got of things. I know you and me both are against orbs.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, but I got one set of pictures of this thing that, you know what I mean, I am totally against orbs. But the way the transition to this thing that went on, and this was in the cemetery, William Penn Cemetery, it had me kind of thinking a little bit different. You know what I mean? And believe me, I know all about moisture, I know all about dust, and I know all about bugs, and this was something different. It was something different. It was consecutive shots where this thing started and manifested in something else, which was pretty interesting. In fact, it's on my Facebook page.
Okay.
On my spirit page. It's on there. You look at that.
When you say manifesting something else, what?
The whole shape changed
Okay.
from where it started to where the camera died at. It was actually changing.
Is this video or pictures?
Pictures.
Okay. How far apart were the pictures?
No, seconds.
Seconds?
Yeah, click, 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 click,
Okay.
click, click.
So how can you determine that it's actually the same object?
I didn't.
Okay.
Like I said, I'll leave it up. I'll leave it up to
Good.
interpretation. I'll leave it up to interpretation. To me, it looked like something different. You know what I mean? But it's up to interpretation. You look at it and you come to your own conclusion.
When you say something, like what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that how do we know that each picture isn't of a different object?
Because the background onto it, you can see it. The pictures are time capsed, and you can see where it wasn't moved. You know what I mean? It's out of
What wasn't
gravestone. It's out of gravestone and a
Okay.
tree. So you actually see like the background,
Yeah.
the lights that are in the background, things like that. None of that's changed.
Okay, that's fine.
You know what I mean? Click, 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 click.
Yeah,
click.
that has no effect on the object that's in the picture. But if we have something that's floating, like dust particles or a bug that's outside, that's changing position, if a bug comes past and then another one comes past 2 seconds later, when you take a picture, that's what I'm talking about.
Exactly. And that's why I said it's up to interpretation.
Okay.
To me, because I was standing there and I took the shots, to me, it has me thinking. I didn't say I totally believe, it has me thinking.
Okay.
You know, and even on the title of the pictures that were up onto it, I put up on there, you know, leave it up to your interpretation. You know what I mean? And, you know, if it wasn't something unique, obviously I wouldn't post it up online.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Again, because the orbs, you know, we both agree that orbs are, you know, people turn around and say, oh, I've seen the blue ones, the green ones, seen this, I've seen that. You know, I don't agree with any of them. You know, because filtration, you know,
Right.
moisture, white light hits moisture, will change color of it, you know, the rainbow effect and things like that. So, you know, I'm not a big believer in orbs.
Going back to the other picture in the attic, you said the figure was crouching down.
Yeah.
Was it like hiding or?
No, just like, well, we'll go up to the attic.
Okay.
I think there's a ladder up there.
Yeah.
When you open it, you'll see the reason why. It's, you really can't stand
Oh,
up
okay.
there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Because it's
you
a low
really-
ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably, you know, maybe 4 or 5 feet of
Okay.
space up in there, but it's not something that you're actually really standing.
Right.
You
Okay.
know, you'll squat down.
I think I just poked my head up there once when I was here. I don't think I actually walked around. I don't remember though. It was years ago.
Yeah. I mean, obviously the place has got a lot of history, you know, it's got a lot of age, it's got a lot of everything in it.
Right.
You know, we go through all the claims, some business forte, and the man on the steps, and the children in the back room. You know, I've never experienced any of that. You know, I experienced, you know, the things that we've discussed. You know, it's funny, I'm hearing that noise again. It almost sounds like there's, you know, you listen to that, and somebody down here who doesn't listen would think there was somebody heavily breathing behind.
The noise outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was you.
This has to be awful for EVP sessions down here. I mean, it's
Yeah, I wouldn't even try it. I'll get that too. You know, I mean, I've never been in here like by myself, or just with a small group and investigate this place. I mean, the times I've been up when investigations were on, it was always groups. You know, I mean, you got 15, 20 people in here.
right.
There's no way you can investigate this right.
No, absolutely no. No.
There's just no way.
I mean, it's more for entertainment. You know.
That's
to,
basically what it comes down to.
Yeah.
You know? The people at True Heart, you know, paranormal investigators, we're not going to call them ghost hunters. True paranormal investigators would never want to run into something like that. Guess maybe I should bring some tools and act like I'm working.
no, damn it! This is my time.
So we walk back upstairs, step outside, and I'm getting, I feel like I'm getting moldy down here. So how old are you still here? Yeah.
Get a nice video of your butt.
It used to be cute.
I'm gonna clip that out and post that on your page too. Okay.
Lights on.
It's alright. It's bright enough in here.
We leave my coffee cup there.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you anything.
Leaving the coffee cup right here. Let's see. And I'm gonna leave this, touching it right in front of the 24 ounce.
Okay.
Let's see. Now you all know I'm not gonna let Bill out of my sight now. Nothing.
Yeah, this used to be a ladder.
We have to go up to the floor, right?
Yeah, you go. Okay, that's the hatchway to the attic. Is this a door they said was slamming?
No, this one.
Yeah, that one I've seen shut.
Yeah. I mean, the glass wasn't broken last time. But yeah, it was already like here when they started filming. And I just did that.
That's fucking thing's too heavy. Oh, there it is. Yo. Come on. Fucking thing's heavy.
It's stuck. Looks like it's stuck on something.
Yeah, it ain't
Slide.
It ain't moving. You wanna try it?
Yeah, let me give it a shot. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, come here. We're gonna watch Kitty Battle play Superman. Maybe something's telling you they don't want something. Okay. Kitty Battle That's what. So we get that. We get that every once in a while with Kitty Battle. Oh, that's really good to try.
I can get it.
Try it.
And where did you see the
Right
figure?
in front of that chimney.
In front of it. God damn, that's heavy.
That's coming in the warrior room. All
All the dolls and heads. Oh, little teacups. Yeah. Oh.
Trigger objects.
Yes.
We can say upon here, as we walk around filming, this is an incredible building. It's definitely worth restoring. One of the original light bulbs.
That's cool.
Do not enter without your guide. So, who's guiding who, Ken?
It's a self-guided tour. I'll guide you, you guide me. We're covered.
That's all new window.
Yep. This was the window that was broken out a while ago when I came back here to investigate the door slamming video. There was trash bags covering it.
Which door was one slammed? One upstairs?
Yeah,
The bathroom door,
yeah, the
right?
bathroom door. Yeah.
That definitely wasn't the door that was slamming when I was here. Nothing moved.
How do you know that wasn't the door if you didn't go up and check?
Well, because when that one slammed, you had the glass on it.
The what glass?
When that bathroom door closed,
Yeah.
you hear the glass rattle.
Oh.
The door that slammed when
Okay.
I was there was solid. Okay, nothing moved.
Nothing moved.
Okay. Well, you about ready to call it a day?
Yep.
They got enough?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me just picture the light that was in here.
Yeah. I mean, I could see it very upscale, very proper.
Okay, serving steps from the back.
Yeah. I mean, I would have loved to have seen this when it was in its prime.
Well, hopefully they'll be able to get enough money into it to put back in this plan. You know?
It'd be a really, really interesting place. Good to go?
I'm good to go. Want another water or something?
Yeah, sure. I'll take it.
Otherwise I give you Gatorade with this one. I'm gonna go.
It's okay.
I got everything out.
Phone, camera, bag. Other camera? Yes.
Okay.
I'm good to go.
So locking I want to. I wish something would happen for us.
Yeah, me too.
But, you know, they don't fucking, they won't come in.